This is Kay, and you're on the Collective Soul Tarot channel. Welcome to your reading. We're going to start off, Libra, with Zodiac 108. Start your reading. We're going to look for a past, a present, and a future energy. So, to find out what your story is today. I hope you're all doing well. Lovely to be here with you today. And thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the video. Thank you. There's past energy, which is chess. And we have very likely. And spilled milk. Now, that's very interesting. I don't know, for some reason, guys, today I was thinking about the Five of Cups. I guess when I was pre-shuffling the decks, the tarot decks, one of the cards, just fell out while I was shuffling them. And it was the Five of Cups. And these are decks that I haven't used very often, so I had a look at it. It's interesting. I think it was the one with the cats, and this is the one with the cats. And it's the Five of Cups, and I thought to myself, cats and milk, right? Because right now we have a kitten that we found in our front yard, and it's homeless, so we are going to be, we're taking care of it right now, feeding it milk and food and giving it flea treatment, and it's got a safe place to be. And we're going to hand him over to the Humane Society, which is a no-kill shelter, in which we've done so on many occasions, because in the area where we live, there are a lot of strays and people dropping strays off in neighborhoods too. People dropping kittens off in neighborhoods, so that other people will have to, have to take care of the responsibility of the cat's well-being, other than the people who actually assisted in making those cats exist in the first place. So when I was looking at the card, and I thought, spilt milk, crying over spilt milk. The three cups on the Five of Cups, the three cups that are on this cat deck here, the cups are not only tipped over, but they're broken too, and then there's two cups behind the cat. And I thought to myself, that's like crying over spilt milk. And here we got spilled milk as an outcome. Very interesting, I have to say. So let's go ahead and get started here. We've got strategy for chess is your past energy, planning, checkmate, grand design, thinking ahead, tactics, moves, and counter moves. Master plan, course of action, power play, game theory, consequences of actions. Alright, that's past energy. So there has been some planning, to say the least, making strategic moves, planning for something, right? And this is your present day energy, very likely, which says at this time the situation or outcome is likely to occur. So whatever you have been planning in the near past, making strategic moves to, having a strategy, just making a plan to ascertain something or reach a goal, something like that. You are being told right now in this present day energy that it's very likely that the outcome will be so. Let's see. Your near future, we got spilled milk, which is regret. Accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. Mistakes, leave it in the past. It's over. Cannot be changed. Disappointed. Clean up time. Let it go. And minor problems. So, it looks like what I'm getting from this is what it's hearing is that the strategy, this should be for some of you, not all of you, the strategy of doing something, having had a plan, the outcome may not turn out to be the way you had hoped it would be. It's going to happen, but it's not going to turn out the way you'd hoped it would be. And so it's kind of like you have to go back to the drawing board again. And when it comes to tarot, of course, it's all spiritual, right? Tarot is messages from the divine through cards and patterns, cards that come before and after a particular card. So what is happening here is that perhaps what you have been wanting and trying to strategize or move towards or trying to accomplish is not really for your highest calling, not for your highest good, exactly how it has been that you've been, orchestrating the movements forward, the progress. Okay, either you might have been rushing it, like to move it along faster than it was really willing to be moved, or you're going at it just slightly in a way that isn't going to produce the outcome that you're looking for. So whatever strategy you have, it's saying that you're going to have regrets about the outcome of that particular path that you're taking. Yeah, particular path you're taking. Perhaps there's a different way or a better way or a higher way to go forward with what it is that you're trying to achieve so that you don't end up crying over spilled milk, as they say, right? So let's find out more. Archangel Michael, the Lenormand. What can the Lenormand say? We have Snake. Got the deck upside down, acidic. For the past, and we have, there is lady number one, who I see as being the Queen of Cups, because she's got a rose and she's waiting for her suitor, the King of Cups, to show up. Perfect match, right? And then spilt milk is the official person. What I get right away from this is it's kind of like yeah, you know what I'm sorry, Libra, what I'm getting from this is that there's the strategy, and it's the seven, which is the snake card, right? That's deception, lies, betrayal, deception, sneaky, tricky, being underhanded, like a Knight of Wands energy from the tarot is being strategic and trying to have a relationship with somebody who may not necessarily be available, or if it's not that they're not available, it is that they are telling you they are available and they're not available, or they're available but you may not be available. And so it doesn't matter what way it is, and no matter what way it is, whether this person isn't available because they're with somebody else, or they're telling you they're available but they're not, they're with somebody else, or it's you who's not available and you've met somebody who's a very sweet person, and you really like them, and you're attracted to them. Okay, so it's very likely at this time the situation or outcome is likely to occur. So right now, the way you have been presenting yourself, or the way they have been presenting themselves, it looks like all systems are go, that the two of you can actually be together, meet, and enjoy each other's company, and actually possibly under the guise of a falseness, giving the person the illusion that you'd like to move things forward, if things go well, to move things forward, to see each other more routinely, more often, and going to the next step with the relationship, that sort of thing, or vice versa. So like I said, it doesn't have to be you who is being the deceptive one. It could be the one that you're planning to get to know better and more long-term kind of thing, because as far as you're concerned, they're available, but they're not available, let's just say, or you're not available. So take that as it resonates in your situation, okay? But the spilt milk is like officially things are going to go awry, because you're going to find out, it's kind of like the tower coming down, you're going to find out, or they're going to find out that one or the other is not who they seem to be. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're not available as to why things will go wrong because you're in another relationship. It just could mean that you're somebody's wearing a mask and they're not who they seem to be. And the other person's going to learn about it, going to learn more about it, and then it's like the tower coming down. It's going to be officially over. There'll be spilt milk. There'll be regrets. And it's just like this, the tarot saying, leave it in the past and overcome it. Because nothing can be changed about what's happened. It's happened. It's happened. And official could also mean that it's... Hey, I hope you could hear me. The microphone was about a foot away from my mouth. I forgot to clip it on me. I'm so sorry. I do apologize. So it's on me now, and I hope you can hear. I don't want to have to repeat everything I had to say because I don't think I'll say it the way I had said it then, and I feel good about the way I'd said it. So hopefully you can hear it. Just turn the volume up if you need to. I hope it sounds all right. But in any case, what we've got here is that somebody is wearing a mask, whether it's you or the person that you're wanting to be involved with. And it could be officially what ends. It's official. It's over with. It's done with because the truth comes out and people are hurt. Someone's hurt. And it could be, too, that perhaps what happens if let's say, you are in a relationship and you really aren't available, you may end up in a divorce because your spouse or long-term partner finds out and leaves you, okay, wants a divorce from you. Or vice versa, this one here. You may end up with them after all if they really were married and they were coming across as though they weren't married, that they could end up getting divorced, and then they'll be available if the two of you still have the emotional connection that you had before the truth came out. It could also mean, too, that this person it may be that you know they're married and it's an affair. It could very well be an affair, knowing that someone here is involved, like married, and that they will end up getting divorced. But from the energy I'm seeing in these cards, I'm seeing as though it's going to be regrets. It's going to be, disappointment and cleanup time, as it says on the card. So it's like the two of you are going to end up going your separate ways. Let's see what the tarot says, because I might be completely wrong. Okay, Archangel Michael, what tarot, major arcana do we have for this reading? We have the Star. That's a wish fulfillment. Well, that's very likely to happen at this time, the situation. So a wish fulfillment. You'll have your wish in getting together with this person, having that meeting with this person, having that, date or, whatever it is that you're planning to do to meet up with this person. And let's see what the... we got the Knight of Coins, so Knight of Pentacles with the Star. Knight of Pentacles. So a wish fulfillment with, healing and balance. A wish fulfilled with the Knight of Coins clarifying it. Knight of Pentacles clarifying it. Yeah. So Knight of Pentacles clarifying the Star would mean like there is a wish fulfillment, but things are progressing slowly. But it's the type of progression that's going to cross the finish line. So it's perhaps that it could be the storyline then that you are going to, somebody is not available, okay? But it'll be about whether or not you know they're not available. That's kind of like the $64 million question here, right now, is that do you know they're available, or do you not know they're available? Do you know they're available, or do you know, or do you not know that they are not available, is what I'm saying. Yeah. So what comes out of it, though, is that the two of you really connect. You really connect, find out that, you know, it's a bit of a tower, knowing that you're really getting the opportunity to meet this person, and you're developing feelings for them. Whether this is both of you developing feelings for each other, but somebody's not available. And what comes of it is that the two of you really hit it off, and maybe spend some time together here, there, and at some other time down the way. You just kind of get together every now and again, and it comes to the point where someone says, you know, we can't continue doing this. You know, it's the old classic story. We can't continue doing this because I'm married. And the other person says, well, why don't you not be married and get a divorce? And that starts causing some problems, some friction between the two of you, which is that spilt milk energy. And you two might actually part each other's ways because one doesn't want to go through that. Maybe they've got family and kids and stuff like that, a long-term connection with this person they're married to or with. And they don't find that it's going to be that easy. Maybe they don't think that maybe they think it'll be a very, very challenging and difficult, painful time going through a divorce for not only them, but for their kids and their whole family. And it's just going to be ugly because the person is going to make it difficult for them to divorce. It's just whatever the reasons is, it's not pretty. Let's put it that way. And the two of you may have to go your separate ways for a while. And it's kind of like you've got to let go of this and leave it behind, because this person, either you or this person does not want to have to leave your relationship, your commitment to another person. Doesn't want to have to do it, or does want to do it but doesn't know how to do it, and is very, very resistant and afraid to go about doing it. So time goes by, let's say, and the two of you are missing each other. You know, you're remembering the times that you've had where you've really gotten on well and you've enjoyed each other every way which but loose, and you just can't stop thinking about the other. You can't stop thinking about the other. So let's find out more about the story, if that's what it is. We have Three of Swords, heartbreak. That's in the past. Okay? So somebody has been hurt in the past. And it could be you've hurt somebody in the past being strategic and sneaky and underhanded, whatever. Or that you have been hurt because somebody's been that way. Alright? So we've got the Ace of Cups. There was somebody that you were in love with, and it didn't, turn out well. Somebody betrayed you, that sort of thing, or you did it the other way around. So let's see what else we got. We got the Two of Wands, and then so you're sitting at a crossroads, right? Do I stay in this relationship here that's hurting my heart? That with the person that claim to love me and I love them, and or do I move on from that? And bada bing, you meet somebody. The Seven of Cups. This is you having options, right? You having options because you now have the option of, because the crossroads here, the Two of Wands, the option of having met this one, or meeting somebody and then met this one, or staying in this. So it seems to me that you're the one who's in the relationship, the long-term relationship, and you meet somebody here who is like the Queen of Cups energy, and you really do develop feelings for this person, but you're in a relationship. You're married. you're married or you're in a long-term commitment, you've already, well-established commitment, maybe you have children, that sort of thing. But, and property together, stuff like that. But somebody's heart got broken, and there was love there in that relationship, but it's been broken. Now it's not a matter of, do I stay in this and try to make it work, or do I move on? And you moving on, you see that you have options. You end up meeting others who you say, if I wasn't in a relationship already, I'd probably want to date this person, that kind of thing. Then we have the devil energy. Yeah. So the devil energy then tells me the world. It's officially ended. The devil energy tells me that you kind of want your cake and to eat it at the same time. You want to be able to be in a relationship with this one here, the Queen of Cups, lady number 1. But you want to be able to do it by maintaining your current relationship. Okay? Because that's where the devil energy comes from. That's what's explaining it. Now, if it was a different card, nothing but the devil, anything else but the devil, I would say, or the Seven of Pentacles. No, the Seven of Pentacles. What is that? It's Seven of Pentacles, isn't it? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. No, it's not the Seven of Pentacles. It's the Seven of Swords. Pardon me. Just have to argue with myself. So if it's the Seven of Swords or the devil, that's what I would say the story is that either you are Libra, the Queen of Cups here, and you've met somebody who was being strategic and is in a relationship, and you met them and you developed feelings under the guise that he was available, she was available. Okay, well, if this is a woman, probably he, same sex, whatever. Okay, so it is that you met this person, the two of you hit it off, and you're thinking that this could go further, but it turns out, you find out that it's a no-go, because they are in a committed contractual relationship with somebody else, and they were being strategic. Oh my God, strategic, and you realize that hurt you greatly, and you kind of like, okay, I can't be part of this. Like, why didn't you tell me you were with somebody right from the beginning? It was like you felt like it was a wish fulfillment for you, and that you were ready to really make more of it, moving slowly, moving forward with this person in a slow and more of a traditional manner, like, dating for a while, all that sort of stuff. But you realize that this person has been toxic, telling you lies. But you have they have an attachment to you. They're obsessed with you. You know it, because they want to be with you so badly, but they don't want to go through the hassle of a divorce and breakup and the mess of all that. They just kind of want to keep their status as they are and just be with you, and hoping that you're okay with that. Okay, but to you, it's not right. It's not right, and you put an end to it. That world. And you're ready to start a new chapter. So officially for you, it's over with. It's over with. This is spilt milk now. You realize it. You're going to have to put it in the past, but it's like heartbreaking to you that this person treated you in that manner, thinking that you would be okay with being, have the wool pull over your eyes, Libra. And so it's something that you're going to have to heal from and overcome, which is what the spilt milk is telling you, that you're going to be putting an end to it with the World card. And as a result of that, entering into a new chapter of your life, having a new beginning. All right? So let's see what the outcome of your new beginning is going to be. now I'm feeling, I must be honest, I'm starting to feel as though this is you as the Queen of Cups here. That this is you, Libra, the Queen of Cups, and that you had in the past, recent or longer, met somebody who, it broke your heart. You were in love with them because they were, they presented themselves as being available, but they were strategic, and they made moves at a time when they just didn't really have the right to, but you didn't realize it until some point in time. You learned about that they weren't available, and now they were a wish come true for you. You just hit it off with them. It felt right, it felt familiar, it felt good, and now you're at a crossroads right now. You have options. You realize you have options to either stay or go, kind of thing, remain under the influence of somebody who is already spoken for, or moving on to something bigger and better for yourself, letting that the water under the bridge go with the spilt milk energy, seeing this person as being toxic, and to you it's official. You're walking away from it. You're leaving it behind. You're ending that chapter of your life. And now this may not be something that just happened over a short period of time. This present day energy might be a present day energy from the ruse of what this person presented to you, if it was a relationship, or maybe they were, who knows, maybe they were once in prison for murdering somebody or for burglary or something like that, and they're out, and they don't tell you that they were someone who was imprisoned. And you find this stuff out, and it scares you and whatnot, but in the meantime you had developed a really close bond with this person, and now you're seeing a different side to them that you didn't know about before. So it was that mask that they were wearing, and they were trying to do everything in their power to be able to avoid having to tell you the truth about who they are. So whatever the circumstances are for you, it is that's something, Libra, that you fell in love with somebody, and they're not who they said they were, and it's a toxic situation for you. You realize that it's a toxic. You have other options. You realize that with the Seven of Cups, you have other options. So for you to choose to stay in this dynamic with this person, it would be toxic to you. It would not work out for you well, and you're seeing that. You realize that, and so you put an official end to it. Let's find out what your new chapter brings for you, okay? Libra, I'm sorry this has happened to you. It's terrible, and it's painful, and you've just been trying to heal, seeing that they were just perfect for you. You were very settled and satiated with this person being in your life, but now you're at a crossroads and you've got to heal. You've got to heal. So we have the Nine of Swords. We have the Four of Wands. And we have the Page of Pentacles. Let's pull one more. And we got the Moon. Let's get one more. And the Five of Cups. There's that spilt milk. Oh my God. Can you see that? The cups are right over here, and they're not just spilt, they're broken. The other two cups are right there, but the poor old kitty's not looking at them. But yeah, what we've got here is that you are going through a phase of, there's a Three of Pentacles on the back of the deck. You're going through a phase of stress. Okay, things are not going well for you because your heart is broken. You have been bamboozled. You have been played and taken for a ride, and you're seeing all that. And instead of going to sleep at night, when you lay your head down, you think about it, and you either get angry or you start crying. You cry yourself to sleep. This is what's going to happen in the very near future for you. And but it's like the Four of Wands. It's like you were prepared to make something with out of this relationship with that person. With the Four of Wands, it's like the celebration, right? Four of Wands, kind of like putting a roof over both of your heads, where you might be deciding to live together, you know, get married and live together. That's what you were thinking about. You were hoping that this would be something that where the two of you would move forward in signing documents, because the offer of marriage would have been on the desk, kind of thing, on the table. But it all turned to naught, because after finding out that things were not as they seemed to be, you started feeling like you didn't know what was real and what wasn't. What was real, what wasn't real. Feeling very uncertain, feeling like you'd just been taken for a ride, and that who can you trust, that kind of thing. And now you're sitting at, with that crossroads. In the near future, you're going to be sitting there thinking, you know, that your emotional life is in disarray. You've been turned on your head, and you just can't think or see clearly at this time. However, the divine is saying, with the Five of Cups showing up as your message for what's to come in your near future, is that there's two cups right there. That's you and someone else meeting. Who's good for you? Who's right for you? Who's available for you? Who's not going to be trying to bamboozle you? And then we have on the back of the deck, we have the Three of Pentacles. So after this part, you know, because there's always a time where you need to heal after finding out the toxic, after finding out what the relationship really was all about. You need time to heal, and it takes time, right? So the Two of Cups, you're just not going to be able to see the Two of Cups right away, but you will see the Two of Cups, is what it's saying. And the Two of Cups is going to be a Three of Pentacles situation, where you're going to be able to rebuild your life by building a relationship with somebody who's worthy of you. And with the Eight of Wands, things will move quickly, and there'll be a lot of really wonderful conversation between the two of you. And with the Eight of Wands, conversation back and forth, it's going to move quickly. Things are going to move quickly. So that Four of Wands situation you would have liked with this person, if they were actually available and telling you the truth, you're gonna realize it, because the Judgment card is coming to say that, you know, it's a calling, that this person that you're going to meet as your Two of Cup person is going to be the one who's going to answer the call to your heart, the one that you are actually waiting for to give your heart to, the rose, right? To give your heart to fully and completely, in purity and honesty. Excuse me. This is what the two of you are going to be answering each other's call, the call of each other's hearts, that you're beating for each other. And then we've got temperance, which is peace and healing. Balance, peace and healing. So it's all going to turn out very, very nicely, but it's just the way it works. There's going to be a time where you're going to be, you know, kind of not available, because you're going to be in so much pain. You're going to be hurting. And this is not kind of reading I like to have, for sure, but I can't, you know, deny what the cards are coming out. And the cards are saying that you've got to walk away and put an end to the chapter of this time spent with this person who is not being honest with you. You have to walk away from that and start a new chapter. But there's always a transition, because our hearts and our minds, our thoughts and our beliefs have to heal. We have to start seeing the silver lining. We have to start seeing a little bit of light come through after some time of being able to mend, you know, heal and mend our broken heart, right? So guys, I do not wish this for you at all, and I'm sorry for you. I feel for you, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel with temperance. You are going to be meeting that person. The two of you are going to really hit it off. You're going to be talking a lot, and things are going to move quite quickly, so I hope you're ready for that, because you're going to be building a brand new foundation with this other half of the Two of Cups. Okay? So I hope that this was helpful to you in some ways. You have my thoughts, condolences, and my heart concerning this matter for you. Okay, take care of yourself, and next time. Bye for now.